Today we're driving through a small rural town in northwest Texas, Breckinridge. Breckinridge was originally established in 1854 as Picketteville, named after a local rancher, Bill Pickett. Then in 1859 it became established, named after a vice president, John C. Breckinridge. It is only a town that's about, according to the census in 2024, it has a population of 5,167. It's decreased a little since 2020 when it was 5,187. But the people who live there are very proud to be where they are. The building on the right is the Birch Hotel, which was established in 1928 during the oil boom. It's the tallest building in Breckinridge. You can see it from all over the place around town. There used to be an old oil pump, a pump jack, in the parking lot, and it says there were several around town in the time. And as we stroll down Main Street, or drive, there's more than 200 stores to choose from. Quaint storefronts featuring bookstores, chic boutiques, jewelry, antiques, housewares, and home furnishings, to art galleries, sporting goods, and clothing. But I think that might be a little old. I'm reading it off Google here at the moment, because there was a lot of closed up storefronts, but there still was quite a few that were open. In 1921, the first pipeline bringing water to town was built from the Clear Fork of the Brazos River at the Crystal Falls Diversity Dam 10 miles away. And in its day during the oil rush, Breckinridge was a boom town. And then when the oil kind of diminished, people started moving away. And that's sad that some of these small towns don't make it after what they were famous for. There's several things to do in Breckinridge, from the country club to the Fine Arts Museum, the Swenson Memorial Museum, Alfredo's Mexican Food, the Pit Stop Bar and Barbecue, Ken's Chicken and Fish, and it's also really famous for a few churches: the First Baptist Church, the Sacred Heart of Jesus Catholic Church, and also the Church of Christ. On my way back to Colorado, I'm going to try very hard to stop, just pull over and stop and film the small towns that I go through, because there's quite a few, and I just love their history, and their architecture is just so gorgeous. The old homes, the old buildings. This mural here has brands, cattle brands, and I was wondering if they're from all the ranchers that are in the area. I thought that was pretty cool. It didn't have any information on the wall. Breckinridge was a major oil producer in the early 1920s. The population jumped from around 1,000 to 5,000 people in just under 5 years. Briefly, it was home to the legendary figure of the Old West, John Doc Holliday. I thought that was pretty cool. And Breckinridge has quite a few famous people that came out of there. 1, 2, 3 that played football: Paul Campbell, Jim Montgomery. Where'd the other one go? Just lost the other one. A couple of politicians: Jack Cox, John Hill, Michael Jenkins, a sportscaster, and a bunch of other people. Dean Smith's a sprinter. And other people. There's just a list of names that didn't say what they did, but there's quite a few here. Here's one of their famous churches, the Baptist Church. It's huge. There's a sign coming up here. It said Roughneck Bible Classes. Roughneckers are oil workers. So I guess they need a little bit of the Lord in them to calm them down. Some of the buildings and homes in town were just beautiful. This little house here, it's the nursery for the Baptist Church. It's just so adorable. And on one of the streets, I didn't get any video of it, there was a lot of shotgun houses. Well, apparently I lost a video of the archway that's left from the first building that was built here. And these are some of the placards that tell history on it. I don't know what happened to it. Here's some pecan trees. Here's a wild pecan. Got to take the outer shell off and the pecan's in the middle, inside its shell. Here's an old shotgun house. A shotgun house is when the center front door leads straight through the house to the back door. Dee wanted me to add this bar, Belvana. Her best friend, Kathy, used to hang out here when she was 18. And she'd drive about a half an hour to this bar on a Friday night, dance her butt off, and then drive back home in dark country roads. To me, it just looked like a little dive bar. It probably has a lot of fun in there and a lot of history. This is my kind of place right here. And Texas wouldn't be Texas without their longhorns. We found a herd of them on the way there. Let me tell you, I got a little anxious when I was walking by them because I got out of the car to take some video. They all got up. And this black and white one that's coming up, that one right there in the back, his back stood to be at least 5 feet high. He was massive. And there's only a little bit of barbed wire between them and me and them. But they were gorgeous. And they kept their eye on me, every one of them.